Her screen has become pitch black. I wait, thinking to be some kind of glitch or a dodgy signal or something. I can't stand staring into the darkness much more. I call her name several more times and receive no response. I grit my teeth, praying she's going to be okay. It must be a coincidence. It has to be the weather, a prank or something. I sit in anticipation, seconds feeling like hours. I pace the room and return to the screen. And just like that, she appears from the darkness and in front of her camera. I sigh a gasp of relief. T, you bitch, you had me all worried. She doesn't answer me. She coughs, and a mouthful of crimson flows from her lips, and her eyes roll back into her head. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. The computer beeps, and I realise I've got an email. And looking at the screen, Tanya's disappeared back into the darkness. But now, this email, it says, is from Tanya. And it's the chainmail from before, except I now recognise the photo. It's become clear now. It's me. It's my face, pale, grey and lifeless, cut, bruised, dried in blood, with scratch marks into my dead flesh. I have to do this quick. I have to send it to someone else. It's some kind of warning. Maybe I'll have to send it to several people just to be sure. It started again. It's coming. It's coming for me. It's in the house. It's in my house. I set up the email to send it, then the connection, it's lost. No. It can't be. No. Please. No. I jump up and run over to the modem. It's been disconnected. I hesitate and plug it back in, watching the flashing LEDs, struggling to fix themselves. Please, come on. Come on. Finally, the last light validating the connection fixes. I hurry back to the computer. It's back. All the lights start to flicker and pulse, and finally I am consumed by darkness, except from the light on my computer screen, feeding a pale blueness about the room. Again, I click send. The monitor powers down, leaving me in partial darkness, other than cold moonlight. I begin to panic, breathing heavily, the image of Tanya playing over in my head. A terrible heaviness descends upon me. I feel paralysed as the sensation of 100 cold needles prick at my flesh. The light flickers. Something's here, in the room. I feel a presence. The lights flicker again. A tall, disfigured shadow stands at the far end of the room, with long arms anchored to the ground. I close my eyes, wishing the nightmare away, and I count aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4. I slowly open my eyes. 5. This time, I see it. Only much closer. And I can smell it like dried blood, a metallic, musky stench. His silhouette clearer, tall and pale as natural light dances off its grey, lifeless flesh. I sit paralysed, overwhelmed in fear, as its long outstretched arms, leading to three extended, wet crimson claws. Its face, marked by a nightmare of long, static black hair, exposing only a long, wet, red mouth, dripping, as it begins to stomp towards me. Hey horror fans, I think we know now the internet is a dark and terrifying place. First, the deep web, and now online dating. Who knows what nightmarish realm we may endeavour to next. Well, thanks for watching, and be sure, as always, to share the scares. Without your support, these terrors go unheard. Until next time, sweet nightmares.